Blake Lively's a mean girl? Say it ain't so, but sadly from this viral video, it sure looks that way, and we have her here live. Let's do this. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. Everyone is just fascinated by this. It ends with us drama. The drama is never ending. And oh my gosh, Kjersti is with us. She has just amplified the drama 100-fold. First of all, thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad you responded. I'm so happy to have you here. I want to get your thoughts on the overall drama, but you did add some kerosene to this whole thing when you, ballsy, and good for you, posted this video, the Blake Lively interview that made me want to quit my job. Now, Lewis is in the back, and we were talking about this. I have done Junket interviews too. I have your back. What's so frustrating about this whole clip, which we're going to play a bit of, is just how disrespectful she is and her forgetting that this is your job and that her job is to promote her movie and your job is there to try to make it nice and sell this movie. And she doesn't seem to want to help you at all. She's immediately offended, and then she just immediately denies eye contact. Let's play a clip for those of you who don't know so you can know who Kjersti is. Watch this beginning part in the awkwardness. Apologies. Can we watch it together one more time? Can you bear it? Let's do it. So, here it is.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
You've got two nice ones.
And they are kind of bumps, aren't they?
No, not bumps. The lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are
you
you
like the movie? Are you a Woody Allen fan?
I love most of his movies, and this one was so visually amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And working in digital.
Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I love Jesse's suits and how
that's what I'm saying. His wardrobe was beautiful.
I know.
Corey's wardrobe was gorgeous.
Guys, you can watch the rest. I don't want to make Kjersti go through the awkwardness again, but she just goes off and she just immediately disrespects you, doesn't look you in the eyes, and just like two bad questions, I guess she thought in your mind, 2 strikes, you're out. I'm not going to give you the time of day. What were you feeling in that moment?
Oh, I was just feeling, let this be over as soon as possible so I can just leave this room, because it was so uncomfortable. As you can see from my face when you watch it, I was just sitting there, and then it was kind of an out-of-body experience, because I couldn't really grasp what was happening, because it went through my mind, like, what did I say? What did I do? Did I do anything like inappropriate? Why are they acting like this? It was a very stressful situation. And as you know, in these situations, there's a lot of other people in that room. And I was looking at other people sitting there, and I was like, is it just me? Or, it was awful.
Did you feel at any point like you were asking unfair questions? Did you catch in the moment like why are you asking about my baby bump? Ugh, leave me alone.
I didn't really ask her about her baby bump. I just congratulated her on it. And I think she was about 8 months pregnant at the time. So it wasn't a small bump. It was a big bump.
It was public knowledge she was pregnant. This wasn't like some weird thing you were overstepping on.
No, it wasn't like I revealed her pregnancy or anything like that. And I thought it was a nice conversation starter. She's sitting there being pregnant, which I think is a beautiful thing. And I congratulated her on something. And I don't understand how that can be a mean thing to do.
And she not only was it mean, but she immediately looked down and basically called you fat. It's like, nice baby bump to you as well, because I assume you weren't pregnant in that time, were you?
No, and I never was, and I can't be. So in that sense, it was not a nice thing to do.
So it's super rude off. Okay, so we got 1 strike against her. And then you asked the question about the wardrobe, which is a fair question. It's Café Society. There's nice wardrobe in this movie. Blake Lively has been known as all about the wardrobe. The Ends With Us is all about wear your floral dresses, not even about the serious subject matter of the movie. She's become known for that. So why do you think she was so offended that you were asking about the wardrobe?
To be honest with you, I don't know if she was offended. I think she was just she didn't want to be there, and she didn't want me to be there. And I think she was just being in a bad mood. And I don't know if me congratulating her on her pregnancy made her in such a horrible mood that she felt she had to punish me. I don't know. I mean, only she knows. And Parker Posey, who was also part of, they teamed up, which was
Yeah, well, I wanted to
worst
get to
thing
her.
because they actually did that together, which I thought that's what really made it uncomfortable.
There's a side eye at the end that's so brutal to see where Parker's just totally on that side. Just look, this eye roll. Oh,
Yeah.
good riddance. Look at her. It's so hard to watch. But these two are like two mean girls at the cafeteria table, like making fun of the lady who walked in. And it was so hard to watch.
Yeah, it was harder to be there in person, I'll tell you that.
Well, it makes me wonder, like, to me, you mentioned she's pregnant. Sure. I mean, there's no excuse for both of them. Parker wasn't pregnant. There's definitely a mean girl bullying vibe to this. You can't deny it. Maybe it was a bad day. Junkets are hard, but it's unfair to sort of use that as an excuse because it can be hard for the interviewer as well. You get 4 minutes. The press people are always, don't say this, don't say that, only talk about the movie. Your job as a junket person is not an easy one, right? There's a stress and a hard to navigate everybody, make everybody happy. So if she were to me, there's an easy way to solve this. She needs to reach out to you and just apologize, publicly apologize. Now this has gone viral, and just be like, look, I had a bad day. I was pregnant. I acted like a bully. I look at it. I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't have done it. I'm so sorry, Kjersti. I'd love to have you at the next movie. I mean, to me, it seems like a no-brainer to try to solve this from a PR standpoint. Do you think she would do it? And would you accept it if she reached out?
The thing is, what I've learned in Hollywood is that people never apologize, which for me would be the most natural thing to do. You do something, you say something, and then you own up to it. And the best thing and the most rewarding thing in the world is to actually apologize to someone. So of course, if it was me, I would do that. But then again, I wouldn't behave like that in front of someone. And of course, I would welcome an apology. I mean, I don't expect it in any way, and it's not going to change my life at this point if she does. But I think for her, it would be good. And, for other people or her fans or previous fans to know that she's not really this person. So, yeah, if she wants to apologize, I will definitely accept it.
That's good to hear, because I was doing my homework and watching. You interviewed her before. Was it before or after this when you did the one with Anna Kendrick?
It was actually 2 years after this one.
So after the awkward exchange, did she remember? Was there any sort of acknowledgement?
No, she didn't remember me. No. I mean, maybe I couldn't. It didn't come off as she remembered me. No.
Ballsy, you didn't use that. Like, last time I saw you, Blake, you were really rude to me.
No.
You're a pro. You didn't go there. Were you hesitant to post this? Like, some might say, oh, why are you milking this? But it's now exploding. I applaud you for it because I think she should be called out for this. You were doing your job and she was rude to you at work. Did you have any regrets or hesitations before posting it?
I think it's always a little, before posting something like that, it's always a little nerve-wracking because you don't know how people will react. And there's a reason why I didn't post it before. I mean, I was afraid of retaliations against me, of course, because I was honest and, I revealed something about a person. Celebrities are often put on pedestals, and if someone tries to tear that down, there's a lot of power and money behind these people. And,
I mean, her mask clearly slipped, and I'm surprised they gave you the cards, because usually when I've had those moments where a celebrity is like, doesn't like what they said, they don't give you the cards. So there wasn't even like a publicist noticing, like, actually, no, you're not getting this clip. You just have been holding it on. That's amazing.
Well, I know. And the thing is, the next time I actually interviewed her, the guy who just came out of the interview before me, they had confiscated his tape, his interview with her.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I was
that's an
okay.
exclusive. There it is. Blake Lively's confiscating tapes. What? But didn't take yours. That's so weird. Well, look, we have you for a limited time, and I want to get your thoughts because, look, now it's all blown up. There's so much coming out there about this drama. Have you been following this drama against her director, co-star, Justin? It's weird because I didn't know a lot about him. I've done a lot more homework. And just for those that don't know, like, this guy was very instrumental in getting this book made. He optioned it 5 years ago from Colleen Hoover. He's actually made some really good films before this. 5 Feet Apart was a really well done film about kids with teenagers with cystic fibrosis, starring Haley Lou Richardson. Highly reviewed, respected. He also made this movie Clouds, which is really endearing and wonderful. Also highly reviewed, starring Sabrina Carpenter. This guy had been out there making really important work. He made a whole documentary series about people, interviewing people who had died, sharing their experience about living. He's sort of transitioned from this actor from Jane the Virgin to like this filmmaker trying to make meaningful work. And so he makes this movie, he options it, gets it. It's a big, huge hit. And now there's this weird divide where Blake and the cast won't seemingly let him in with the photos, and she's not speaking nice of him. He's doing interviews and speaking nice of her. And now there's this thing coming out in TMZ that she felt the kissing scene lingered too long and she was fat shamed. And if these are true, this is just a joke to me. As you watch all this and seen it, have you been following it? What is your thoughts on this as someone who's there? Are you team Justin? Are you team Blake? Do you think it's a misunderstanding? What are your thoughts?
I haven't been following it very closely, I have to admit that. But I did read some stories of what's been going on. And the thing is, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. But from my own experience, I was thinking, it probably wasn't a breeze on that set all the time.
Yeah.
And I think, some of the things she's been accusing him of, if they didn't have a good chemistry and there was like a lot of tension there, why would he let that kissing scene linger? I'm sure he didn't want to kiss her then if they didn't have good chemistry.
He's acting, exactly.
And the fat shaming thing, he was supposed to carry her and he asked how much she weighed because he had a back issue. Why is that fat shaming? I mean, if anyone was fat shaming, she fat shamed me for saying I had a bump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to go there. She's worrying about fat shaming when he's got a back problem. Meanwhile, she called you, oh, look at your little baby bump. She owes you an apology.
Yeah. The thing is, I recently was contacted by Daily Mail, who did a story of this outrageous conspiracy theory that I was working for Justin Baldoni. Because now all the attention on this interview is taking away the attention from him. And because he hired someone that Johnny Depp had hired to help him, his crisis management team. And I said nice things about Johnny Depp, then it must be.
Oh, they're really going to hate you now because I helped get Johnny Depp. Now we're all in cohesion. So I love that you brought it up because I wasn't even thinking that. But let's clear for the air. Neither of us are working for that PR specialist that had nothing to do with it.
No, I'm not working for anyone.
Likewise, I know nothing about that lady.
Yeah.
I read about it too, and I'm like, oh, wow, Johnny Depp's person, and now conveniently, maybe she just has good taste in getting innocent people, and we're helping to tell the innocence. But yeah, interesting. I'm glad you said that, because I don't know her either, and we were associated with Johnny as well. And honestly, I don't want to hate Blake Lively. Like I like Ryan Reynolds a lot. I've met him and worked with him. He's very nice. I don't want to be here crapping on his wife, honestly. What's frustrating is, though, I feel like she is crapping on him. And I'm glad he got somebody to help him. And I'm glad some of this is getting out, because if there weren't people like you and others trying to help spotlight it, she's such a big star, she would just steamroll over him and he'd never work again. I mean, it's the same thing that happened to Woody Allen in a weird way. I don't want to get into the weeds of it. Woody Allen's a weird dude, but if you actually go down the rabbit hole looking at it, it's a much more complicated case. And she worked with him and had no problem. So it's like, where are our lines of who we can work with and not? And if this guy was so instrumental in the movie, you should be supporting it and playing nice for the paparazzi, for the premiere, and move on. You don't have to work together. You don't have to be best friends. It's also interesting because they're not following him. He's following them. I did one little homework I want to reveal for Justin, who has his own popularity. I looked up both co-stars. Sabrina Carpenter, she's still following him, interesting enough, and she's not following a lot of people. Haley Lou, also, guess who she's following, Chris? She's following him as well. So this isn't like some common thing where, the leading ladies in his film are not liking him. It does seem to be a Blake-centric issue. I don't know. I agree. We can't speculate. We weren't there. But overall, do you feel like he has been treated unfairly in the press from what you've seen?
Yes, I do. But like I said, I have no idea what really happened. But I think the headlines that I've been reading lately are very distasteful. And I feel like, it's obviously been planted from someone in her team to make him look bad, and she looked like, okay, like they just did. I think there was a story in People magazine now, someone close to the source who said that they haven't spoken to Blake, but they think that she was offended by my remark or my congratulations about her pregnancy, and that's why the interview went sideways. So, you know, she has a team out there trying to
her team
help
sucks.
her rebuild her image. Yeah.
Her team should hire us because they're not doing a good job. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I do believe this is now that woman or whatever I was reading about. I found it here there because I did see it. Higher Crisis PR met Valissa Nathan. I've never met this woman in my life, guys. Even when I was working for Johnny, never talked to her, had nothing to do with her. But yeah, this is the type of piece that I imagine she helped get out there. She got the crew to support him. This makes sense. But yeah, your video just seemed like, it's kind of like the J-Lo stuff. All of TikTok sort of turned on J-Lo because they're like, I kind of had enough of J-Lo. She wasn't nice to me and this and that. And people have a voice now, and you decided to express your voice. So congrats on doing this, being gutsy. Any other surprises by this from as it's gone out?
Well, I've just been surprised that it actually got so much attention. I was not expecting that. So that, and the thing is, I've been very positively surprised and very, very touched by all the people who have sent me DMs on Instagram and all the comments on YouTube and emails, and I've received so much support, and it's very overwhelming, actually. I've been very emotional the last couple of days, you know.
Dude, you're on the YouTube trending page. It's like, you're number 13. You were higher yesterday, but yeah, you are trending almost 1.2 million views. I've noticed you haven't posted in a while. It does seem like you sort of lost your insight, but you were good. Has this inspired you to get back into doing that type of work?
Do you think I'm going to get a lot of invitations?
If you use it right, yeah, I could.
Yeah, I love to. I mean, I do love my job. I love doing these kind of interviews. And I think, you know, most people are really nice. I think I met like 99% of the people, of the celebrities I've interviewed have been super nice. So I love my job. I love meeting people, and I love putting my interviews on YouTube and getting feedback from people. And so, yeah, of course, I would love to.
Man, she was lovely. I hope you will go send her some love. Go subscribe to her. Hope she gets back in the game. And I hope you, Blake, just go apologize. I like you, Blake. I like you and your husband. You're nice people. Show us this is just a misunderstanding. It was probably a bad day. She said she wants to hear from you. I hope you hear from her. We were not out there doing some conspiracy to help Justin. I don't know Justin, but he seems like a good dude. And I hope he gets to make more films. And I hope you do too, Blake. So please do the right thing. Go apologize. Let's hopefully clear the air and get this drama all done. What do you guys think? Whose side are you on? What do you suspect? Should Blake apologize? I want to hear your thoughts down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts on this channel. Smash that thumbs up as well, and leave your comments down below. And thank you to all the amazing birthday wishes. We had a full, amazing live stream. So much was talked about. That Disney lawsuit is wild. If you want to watch the full show, become a member on our Patreon. Hit the join button. You'll get a link to the unlisted full stream, the birthday bash. It was a lot of fun, a lot of surprises. Hope to see you guys there in the replay. Thank you guys again for so much love here at the channel. Appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your night and stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet. Also, Nerd Report is next. Head over there. Thanks for watching, everybody.